Okay, 5 questions that I asked myself before I did my first Half Ironman recently. Number 1, do people go to the toilet? From what I could see, people in Half Ironman 70.3 were not. I did see some people from the full Ironman going to the toilet on the bike course. The reason I know that they were full Ironman participants was they had red tags on their bike, whereas people doing 70.3 had white tags. Number 2, what was it like swimming in open water with other people? For me, it was a first time thing. I was a little bit scared of mixing it up with everyone, not being the most confident swimmer, but to be honest, it wasn't that bad. People do whack you and kind of kick you, and you can kind of, when you're in the water, see how close you want to get to other people basically, and if you don't want to have any of that happen, then just don't get amongst it. So you can get to the back like I was and then choose to get involved. Around the markers, people did get a bit closer because obviously everyone wants to take the shortest line, so yeah, it's up to you whether you want to get involved. It wasn't that bad, to be honest. I am happy to do it again, no worries. So that was cool. Number 3, what was it like mixing up with full Ironman competitors on the same race course? My event held both full Ironman and 70.3 participants on the same day. They did, however, start before us an hour and 10 minutes, so we were not going to be seeing them out on the swim course. On the bike course, they were obviously doing double the distance, so I saw many of them, and I passed, I would say, a good amount of them, but they were doing double the distance, and that's fair enough. They're obviously pacing to a slightly slower speed, which is absolutely cool. I totally admire and respect anyone that's done full Ironman. Number 4, drafting on the bike. How strict was it? Again, with like the swimming thing, I was kind of unsure what it was going to be like, and to be honest, I was kind of thinking, how strict is it basically? For me, I just jumped on the bike, and being a bit more of a confident biker, I just got to passing people basically, and I saw people in the penalty box, a couple of them, not many, and I think the only way that you could end up in one of those penalty boxes is by sitting behind someone for a long period of time and then getting caught, because there wasn't that many people watching you from what I could see. So I don't think there's any, if you're not blatantly drafting someone else, then I don't think you're going to have a problem. I went past, I'd say, a good amount of people, and as long as you're kind of moving through, passing people on the right, then it wasn't a big deal, to be honest, so that was good. Number 5, transition. How hardcore is it? On YouTube and videos, you see that it's quite chaotic and there's heaps of people getting involved, and I didn't really have that experience. 70.3 on my event, or in my event, was a smaller kind of section. There was around about 300 people in it, and the full Ironman had 1,200, so they had a massive area, heaps more bikes, heaps more racks. So we were lucky that you'd leave or enter transition, and I pretty much ran straight through to my setup, which is ideal, and then straight out, whereas Ironman, they kind of had to come in, go to their bike and their setup, and then take it back to the exit. So there's obviously a little bit more involved, being way more people in that event. So the only kind of thing that I struggled, I guess, whatever you want to call it, was just getting my wetsuit off quickly and trying to get on the bike. It's kind of a little bit Gumby basically, but it was alright. Just held onto the racking, ripped my wetsuit off, and got into the biking. So overall, really good experience. And if you do have any questions, post them down below. I will get back to you. Thanks for watching.